What is going on, guys? Politics Gaming here, and today we're going to be starting a brand new series of us playing the political process. This is a brand new game by a certain developer. I can't really remember the name of him right now, but he's making this game and he's updating this game constantly, in which you can play as any politician at very local level all the way up to the federal level. This is a very, very detailed game, very interesting. And I'll show you a couple of the things while I'm kind of going around. We're going to be going toward the 2020 election. We are going to be running for mayor in this episode. So just bear with me. Might be a little longer than our usual episodes, but I'm hoping to make a series off this. You guys like this enough, we will be going off of it. We are going to be playing as a new character I've made. He is a Democrat from California. We are going to be playing in Los Angeles County in this gameplay. This is Kevin Fisher. He is 21 years of age. He is currently a member of the school board of Los Angeles right now. We are playing in the city of Los Angeles, in our district that we are playing in. We are the school board member of that district. This game kind of is wonky on where exactly which district you're playing from. But I believe that the Los Angeles County... no, because this one actually is a pretty small district. Because, I mean, Los Angeles has, like, so many different districts in their city. But in any case, that is our position as of right now. Again, we are a school board member out of Los Angeles County. That is going to be our home district for now, and that is our only career political history that we have so far. We are going to be aspiring for mayor. It really depends. We're going to shoot for mayor, but if we can't, we're going to settle for city council. We're gaining a lot of political experience out of this campaign so far. City council is 87% Democrat, and yes, we will be playing as a Democrat in this episode, in this series, at least in Kevin. If you guys want, you guys can suggest the county that I can run out of, a city that I can manage. And if you want to see a Republican, then we can do a Republican. But we are going to be playing as a California Democrat in this gameplay. So let's come over here. These are all of our things. I've just kind of been going through this and speeding through what's been going on, which is really what we're going to do all the way up to 2020. Otherwise, I'm really just watching over the budget. Budget situation for the city of Los Angeles right now is kind of okay. I mean, we are running a deficit. The city of Los Angeles is running a $14 million deficit. Looks like that their treasury fund is running out of money. So we could actually we could actually increase school property taxes, but I don't know if that's just going to go toward the school board or if that's going to go toward, it's probably just going to go toward the school board. So our goal for mayor, or even at least city council, is going to get rid of that that $14 million deficit. These are our expenditures by category. We are spending $5.2 billion on public safety, $1 billion on the government, $1.5 billion on corrections, $1.3 billion on our roads, $124 million on poverty. According to that, that is a $9.2 billion expenditure that we are spending, along that we are only making $9.2 billion in revenue, so that is a very, very close... that is a very, very close deficit that we have. Expenditure-wise, discretionary, we have $9.2 billion. It is discretionary spending, so we can lower and raise that as we please. But $46 million of that is only mandatory, so very, very little of what we're spending right now is even mandatory for the city. And the only mandatory expense we actually have is over here, foster care. It's just foster care, I believe. Yeah, $46.2 million is foster care. And then revenue. Okay, so the city of Los Angeles is getting $8.8 billion from the city property tax. And then state vehicle registration funds gaining them $377 million. So that is, and it's going up over the past couple of years, so that's okay for the city. Infrastructure, let's go ahead and check over their laws. California, does the state of California? Huh, the state of California does not allow... Wait. No. Where is it? Health, Human Services. Okay, so the legality of possessing cannabis is true. The legality of selling cannabis, terms where the sale of cannabis is legal. So that is not legal for some reason. So these are, as a school board, these are the laws that we can actually, and these are not really laws, these are just funding projects and like just basically projects that we can initiate for the Los Angeles School District. And I am going after a lot of Democratic policies, so you will be seeing me do that. These are not my actual opinions. Okay, so here's a committee hearing and then a legislative vote. So this is going to be on professional learning communities for our school district. So this is sponsored by Kiera Shi. This is Bill 1, provides grants to fund professional learning communities for teachers. Professional learning communities are groups of teachers that work together to help each other identify better ways to teach their students. This law will establish a program, and then funding is determined during the appropriations process, which is every year that we have. So then we have some opinions about the cost. This will cost approximately $616 million. Which is 3.4% of the total budget. It will provide professional learning communities for all teachers and has been shown to improve student achievement. So that's a plus. This proposal will give teachers an opportunity to learn from each other, improving their teaching abilities. This legislation has my approval. Proposal will give teachers an opportunity to learn from each other. I am the supreme expert of decision making. So if I support this legislation, it's obvious that everyone should follow my impeccable expertise and likewise support this legislation. So then we go over to the actual vote, tells us about it. So that's $616 million that is going to be costing. I did actually cut $350 million from another program that a lot of people didn't really like, and it didn't really do much. So I did cut that. So this is only going to be an additional $300 million for that, so we're going to support that piece of legislation. 6 people have supported it, 85.7% of the school board supported it, only 1 Republican voted against it. These are going to be the members that we're going to be working with for this term in the school board. It's going to be Kiera Shi, Chandler Gordon, Lincoln Arcos, Jan Gerard, Earl Berry, ourself, Kevin Fisher, and then a Republican, only Republican in the district, Carlos Valdez. And then obviously unanimous Democratic support, only 1 Republican. All right, guys, we are now 5 weeks away from the general election of the 2018 season. We are now going to be seeing changes in the federal legislature, and I believe the California legislature. The California governorship is also up for grabs this year. So we will be seeing changes in that. Let's go ahead and see what's going on in the state. Governor. Spencer Dawes is going to be our Republican candidate, and Victor Renaro, definite Democratic win coming out of 2018. So in about 4 weeks. Oh shit. Oh, that was a school budget. That was okay. But I would have loved to see that. And then, finally, running elections. Let's go ahead and see the changes that have happened. 5.4 million people have voted for Victor Renaro for the Democratic seat in the governorship of California. State Senate for California, definite overwhelming Democratic win. No, that's 2016. That's the Senate, but House 53. Overwhelming, very, very overwhelming Democratic win for our district. So it is at District 53. Let's go ahead and see that. 83% to 17%. That is our district. Incumbents did win. So for overall, 57 Democrats have won statewide, and 23 Republicans have won, along with the state Senate. 25 Democrats have won, 15 Republicans have won their seats, but it will remain in Democratic control for all three branches of government for the state. And then let's go ahead and check the Senate. 22 Democrats have won their parties, and 11 Republicans have won seats. So definitely Democratic gain out of this election. House election, Democrats have won 237 electoral. This is actually basically what it was for the actual 2018 election. That's interesting. Huh, that's interesting. So now we are finally just about a year from filing for that mayoral position, and we're going to go ahead and skip over to the end of the year and read all of this. 2019 following elections will take place. School board, city council, and then mayor. All right, so we are going to be running for mayor this year. You can see which incumbents will not seek re-election by viewing the districts tab within the politicians menu. Senate retirement notifications can be found in national pages. Alright, and then city laws taking effect this year, professional learning communities, and then jail sentences for drug criminals has gone down to half a year. Wow, nice. That is a city law that's taking effect. State law, state changes, carbon capture and storage mandate has been established, and then the gasoline tax has gone up for the state. National laws, federal laws going in to effect this year. Public housing decreases the eligibility rate from 12.7% of the poverty level to 10.8% of the poverty level. And then city, state, and federal departments have updated their annual reports. So pretty good laws going into effect city and statewide today. Run for re-election school board. And then we are going to be applying for mayor, but I'm going to be saving this. So we are going to be applying for the mayoral election this year. We're going to select our campaign manager. We are going to be running on economic prosperity, and we're going to increase the per capita income on people. Crime is going to be instead of crime, let's go to pass legislation on city property taxes because they are pretty high. And then road congestion is going to be our third priority. Then we are going to do some door knocking. Oh, that was fundraising, but they got us $100,000. Name recognition has gone up. And then marketing, we're going to do some marketing on that. And then we're going to pass teacher salary. We're going to increase bachelor degree salaries to $70,000 a year. So we're going to introduce that. This is what it's going to look like. Teacher salary. So let's see the effects of that. $408 million. We will need to increase. Revenue will need to increase, or funding will need to be taken from our programs and services. So this is obviously going to pass 6-1. And then let's continue our campaign for the mayoral spot. So we're just concentrating on that primary right now. Once we get the primary, we're basically done. We don't have to worry about it. Minimum wage, let's go ahead and do that. so we can get that democratic vote. So individual donations, a million people are donating to my campaign. Lots of money coming in, pouring in actually. Nice. So when is the election? 7 weeks from now. Events. This is really how you campaign. This is how you win an election in this game. It's not that hard, honestly, once you get used to it. Once you know what to hit. And it's still pretty fun. Infrastructure, general. Let's go ahead and dump about a couple $1,000 into that. Let's do some polling. Name recognition, approval rating, and then voter intention. Kevin Fisher. Everyone knows who Kevin Fisher is, and then Kevin Fisher has the highest approval rating out of everyone. And then 51.5% of people are going to vote for me, so I am basically being handed the election. So to do events, interviews. Let's just do a couple more interviews going into the election. Let's do a rally in Los Angeles, and then staff. We're gonna go ahead and train our event coordinator. And then train our press secretary. Media director. Let's do you so we can get even more. And now we are 3 weeks from the election. We're getting a lot of money from political donations. And then go over to speeches, interviews, door knocking. Let's do some fundraising. $136,000. Then primary election will take place at the end of this term. So we are going to do next turn. Kevin Fisher. This is going to be a close one. Wow, that was a close election. 519,000 electoral votes. 50.2 to 49.8. Very close election. We will be facing off against Mo Allen in the mayoral election for the city of Los Angeles. But again, since Los Angeles is a Democratic city, we will basically have a cakewalk. It's not going to be that hard. And even our campaign manager is going to tell us that. Our part is over. Demographics are in your favor. So long as you do not anger your base, we're just going to be doing some simple stuff. Not really a lot of campaigning. We are now 25 weeks from the election. We're going to go ahead and make sure we're getting through all of this. We've only been recording for about 20 minutes. So interviews. Let's do... Damn. And what do we want to give before... let's go ahead and increase this to 2%. And I know that's going to pass. Increase of $79. Increase of 5%. We'll include... And this all of the property taxes goes toward... we're going to oppose that amendment. Okay, the amendment did not pass, so then we're going to support the actual amendment. And that did pass, so at the end of the year, the school board will be charging 2% on those. Let's do... Oh, it's a lot of readers on that one. Marketing. Poverty, let's go ahead and... express our stance on Social Security. And again, let's just take this time with doing interviews, make sure that people know our stances. Let's look at our finances. Only $1,800 that we are spending. Let's go ahead and train all staff. And then see where that puts us. $16,000. Most of this is coming in from individual donations. So we are in the clear, honestly. And what other city? What about state? So once we get into the city politics, we're definitely gonna have to deal with the state a little more often, because that is where our money is being shared with, as well as with the federal government. The federal government is, and I'll show you how once I actually get all that done. We have Democratic presidential debate. We're about 5 weeks from the election. Any last words before we even do that? Do we want to run for president? Protege, no. Then we're definitely going to be shooting to get our, let's do more interviews. Definitely going to be shooting to get Los Angeles out of that little financial hole. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what the budget looks like for here. Education, Treasury, $6.8 billion in that department. I want to increase some funding. Let's go ahead and increase this to $700 million. Oh, I guess that didn't go through. That sucks. Watch the Democratic presidential debate. No. No, that's just gonna go for that, but I do. Let's go ahead and attack this guy. On. Let's attack him on food stamps. And then minimum wage, let's go ahead and give some people something to like about us. Would you like to participate in the debate? 419,000 people will be watching. Oh, you bitches. But we are definitely going to be winning this mayoral election. And that was just a little questionnaire for that. And then we are going to be going to the next turn. And that will wrap up our little mayoral bid. Definitely going to be winning. Kevin Fisher is 60 points. 63, 65, 67.0 to 33.0, 1.35 million votes to 669,000 votes. Our man Kevin Fisher has won the Los Angeles mayoral election. This is a huge win for my political career in this game. And we will, this is just a little message from our campaign opponent. We will be able to continue this. So we're going to, I think I'm actually going to go ahead and end this off right here. And then our next episode, if you guys want to see more, our next episode will be our first term as mayor of Los Angeles. And that will be a 4-year term that we'll be serving until 2024. So guys, if you guys like this, go ahead and leave a like. Subscribe to the channel if you are new, if you guys want to see more political process. And if you guys have any ideas of who I should be, who I should run for, any ideas on any kind of legislation I should pass as mayor of Los Angeles, please let me know down in the comments below. And I will see you guys in the next one.